Please note that in this recording, some of the questions may be inaudible, but the Master's answers are audible and clear.
Any questions you would like to ask? Yes.
Master, may I say for all of us that it certainly is good to have you back at the Zara. I'd like to ask a question again about the health profession. We're given the opportunity sometimes to encourage people to improve their lifestyle. I wonder if you could give us some guidelines or suggestions about when to talk about Satma.
You mean the patients who come for the treatment, whether you should talk Santma to them or not? It depends upon the situation, it depends upon the seeker, how much he is responsive, whether he is responsive to the teaching or he is only interested in the health that he has come to the doctor. And, it depends upon the response of the other person.
Is there some way to take the initiative and see if the patient goes further with it?
Well, it depends upon the doctor, how he takes initiative. Because the main purpose is to give him treatment, and he comes that for a particular purpose. He may not lose his own clientage. It depends upon how you approach and how you sense the other person is really a seeker and responsive to what you want to say. That you have to gauge it first before you can talk. We can't force teaching on anybody, and we shouldn't. We should be available to the seekers who are anxious to know. Then we must be available ourselves to help them, but not force teaching on anybody. Now you can analyze yourself. Sorry. Yes, yes, please.
I don't know if I ever read this thing or anything, but I have a firm faith. Faith in that grace is stronger than faith at times.
Grace is stronger than
Faith.
it. You have faith by the help of grace. Due to grace, you have faith. Without His grace, nobody will have faith. Naturally, everything starts with His grace.
No, I mean that grace is stronger than faith, not faith. Faith.
Faith, I'm talking faith. You see, grace is due to His grace that we have faith in Him. Otherwise, we won't have any faith in Him. It is His grace that we are marked.
I'm talking about faith, that's destiny, that's grace.
Faith. Oh, fate. Fate. Sorry. Of course, grace means he can do anything. Nobody, there's no restriction on his power. There's no restriction on the power of the Lord. He can do anything. He can do whatever he likes. There's no restriction on him. There's no question of destiny, fate, or anything. Because these are all made, laws are made by him. And he may change them if he wants to in a second. There's no control over him. He is the all in all. Christ said, my Father is the most powerful one. That's what he meant. That he can do anything. He is not bound by any conditions or laws or regulations. Yes? Anything? We are always, sister, talking about our true home, how to go back. I mean, how the true home looks like? I mean, we are all endeavoring to go back to the true home. And we talk nothing but about the true home. Which Christ said, everlasting, eternal home, everlasting home. That is true home.
It's not really a state, is it?
Pardon?
It's not really a state, is it?
It's the level of consciousness.
And who you are with, or whatever you are with.
Yes, yes, level of your consciousness. Yes.
I want you to establish a habit of morning meditation here to carry on when I leave the zero. Is it all right? Get up for meditation at 3 and then go back to sleep? Or should one get up a little later and stay awake?
It's better to get up little later and stay awake.
I've read that the body is fresh and the mind is more collected in the early morning hours. But in this case, my stomach feels very uncomfortable or liverish, and the mind seems to be running riot at this time. Please could you give me some advice?
You see, if you have any particular problem in the morning, you can sit any time which suits you. There's no particular time for meditation. Any time devoted to meditation is to our credit. We have certain advantages in the morning time. If to some person morning time doesn't suit, he can select his own time, then no problem. But if you have some stomach problem and all that, you can get free from all that, and after that you can sit in meditation. Yes.
I have another question, Master, about meditation, which is that I find very often when I'm sitting that I will go to sleep without realizing that I'm going to sleep. I think that I'm sitting there doing the Simran, and then later on I wake up and find that I've been asleep, but I didn't feel it start to happen. If I feel it starting to happen, then I can do something. Do you have any?
Then when you realize that you are sleeping, then after that again you can sit in meditation. When you realize you are sleeping and you have awakened now, then again you can sit in meditation. See, sleep is a great problem because when we have little concentration, then sleep overpowers us. At the time of sleep, we are generally at our throat center, concentrate our throat center, and we go to sleep. And we are trying to hold the attention at the eye center. So there's not much difference. So generally attention slips down and we go to sleep. So everybody has to fight its own battle. We should give proper time to sleep. We should sleep with a light stomach, and we can get up in the morning, wash our face, or move about little to be little active. I mean, everybody has to adopt one's own ways and means to keep awake. Some people take a hot cup of coffee in the morning, some take tea, whatever, anything suits anyone. Yes.
What do they do with the bricks after they burn them up?
You see, we use them in the foundation for the roads, for the buildings and all that. It makes a very strong foundation. Yes.
Would you please explain something to us? If it's a highly important situation with another person, you have very great affection. The other person is not a satsang. And if the satsang manages to keep control of their temperament and be dignified as he should, and not retaliate in an argument with that person, but that person perseveres and keeps on victimizing the satsang, and eventually it becomes very bad. Now, what I'd like to ask you is, if the satsang has not retaliated verbally, but has murder in their heart, and you think about having all sorts of vengeance on this person because you are so hurt and humiliated that you can't control your thoughts, and you're still at a very low level, and you actually go so far as to think up things that you like to do.
Sister, if it becomes your obsession, whatever it may be, then it makes a very strong groove on the mind. And that groove may pull you back to the level of the creation to satisfy your instinct of revenge. Yes, you can attend to meditation. It will help you to fade out all that what is bothering on your mind. And it will help you to rise above all that. Yes.
Maharaji, at the early stages of meditation, do the colors have any significance, different colors inside?
Yes, at the time of initiation, we are always told.
No, but I mean, I know from the different regions, there's distinct colors, but at the early stages.
No question of regions or early stages.
What?
You have no question of regions and early stages. These are all early stages what we are talking about. You see the flashes, you see the colors, you see so many other odd things.
No, but the different colors.
Yes, different.
Have different significance?
No. They have no significance at all. But we definitely see the colors. They are generally reflection of the elements. Tattva. 5 tattva, 5 elements. The reflection of the elements, you see some colors. So we do see sometimes. Yes.
Friday, before you left the Jaipur, the first time I just read about what a master should be, what the Dara was. And I kind of felt like sometimes when I was in here, it seemed like you were being sarcastic or not very loving to everybody. And I kind of felt uncomfortable about it. When you came back yesterday, it was totally different. All loving.
So you see, I have many faces. I have many moods. Or it may be your own mood reflecting you at different times, different things. In what way I was not loving when I left? Because I left?
I mean, this didn't seem, sometimes you seem to make fun of people when they ask a question that was important to them. And maybe
Well, every question is not important to them, I know. Sometimes they ask very funny questions. And you can't help giving funny answers just to avoid the question. And doesn't mean you're annoyed with them. Some questions are absolutely meaningless. And then you are only concerned with the question concerning the Sant Mat teachings. Not about so many aspects of life. You can't attend to all those questions. Sometimes it's not in a good taste also to answer such questions.
I felt that way. I wasn't sure. I felt like I was totally wrong.
No, you may be right. I don't say you are wrong. But
I felt wrong judging. Yet that's just where my mind was. I'm trying to fight it.
yes, please. Yes.
About the colors that Rose was asking about. Where is the soul when it sees these colors? Is it at the eye center? Is it between the eye center and the next region? Where?
There's no question of regions. You see, what is eye center? Whenever you see, the eye center is set in a way because whatever we see with the eyes. So when we see anything within, we say we see with the third eye. 2 eyes we have this, and we call that third eye because that faculty we see within, we refer it to as third eye. There's no eye there at all. There's no particular eye. That is the faculty to see. And that faculty to see the colors. Because it is eye is said because we see with the eyes, outside, everything. And we have 2 eyes. And that faculty see within, so we call it third eye. Some people call it door of the house. Some people call 10th door. I mean, Some people call it a spot. A different name by given different mistakes, you see. Yes.
If one has like three like hazy pictures of something that is associated to an incident in one's life just before going to sleep, or while lying in the bed and doing similar. But one is fully aware, but it's not any kind of spiritual experience, it's more kind of an psychic experience instead.
Well, brother, so many visions we see, so many things come and go.
Can we trust them?
We should not try to analyze them unnecessarily. They come and go. We see and we forget. So many things come. Mind projects so many things before us. Sometimes our past associations of previous births, mind projects their form, their faces, those events, of which we are not conscious, which we don't know at all even. But they come and go.
That doesn't matter.
They don't mean anything to us.
Master, is the love of nature regarded as an attachment?
Pardon?
Well, the love of nature, like songbirds and colours, as you've just said, and flowers, and
Well, sister, even if it is an attachment, it's a very innocent attachment. But we shouldn't be obsessed by anything. Otherwise, there's no harm in enjoying the nature, you see.
I wondered if it was an attachment at all, when it brings back to this creation, if you're very fond of certain things.
You see, with the help of meditation, your mind gets out of all this. They all fade out. Even during lifetime, you see many things fade out, even without meditation, which makes such big obstacle to us today. Time comes when they just automatically fade out. Yes.
I've heard some discussion that the path of the masters is not necessarily the right book to give to the seeker. Is it?
Pardon?
The path of the masters for Westerners, is that the book you should give to the seeker, the first book they should read?
You see, it depends on the background of the individual whom you are giving. It's very difficult to say which book will click with a particular seeker. You have to know the background of that particular person, what would enlighten him. So accordingly, you can give any book, but ultimately all books speak the same language. But Dr. Johnson has described from the Western point of view very beautifully the teachings of Sant Mat. And he has a Western background, especially that of a missionary. And so naturally, people with that type of background and influenced by that culture, then naturally it will appeal them better.
So that's what I need most people in America.
Yes.
In the Bible, it says, if I speak in tongues of men and of angels, but have not love, I am a noisy gong or a clanging cymbal. I have met people who have had inner experiences and who possess strange powers, but they didn't seem to be very loving. My question is, surely an elevation of consciousness automatically brings love?
This doesn't seem to be a Bible language.
St. Paul.
St. Paul, I see. Generally, my concept of New Testament is these four apostles, you see, Jerome and Luke and Matthew and John. Not I've never read even St. Because he came much after Christ. Anyway, what is the problem in that?
The problem is that I don't understand people who have inner experiences but who don't seem to be very loving. Surely any elevation of consciousness must purify and bring about love.
You see, it's very difficult to understand all that. And you need a very deep study for all that has been written in the end of the Bible. And it is always a reference to the context, what is being discussed about. I've tried to read one or two translations or commentary on that, but nobody has been able to rightly said anything about this. So unless I see in the whole context, still I wonder if I'll be able to know it, because I don't much understand that language.
The gist is that if people are more elevated, if they've had inner experiences, does that make them more loving?
You see, the more you are nearer to the Father, the more you are nearer to His creation. Because then you see the Father in His creation. The more you love Him, the more you are in love with His creation. Because then you are in love with the Creator within every part and parcel of the creation. The more you are away from the Father, the more you will be away from His creation. Yes.
Okay, I have a problem where when I realize how much I am not in control and how much my meditation has nothing to do with my effort really, and that life on the path sometimes will be a lot of struggle, I find myself falling into self-pity. And I wonder if you can just make some kind of comment of how not to fall that side of self-pity and degrading oneself.
Well, sister, you yourself is analyzing very rightly. Self-pity doesn't help. It doesn't lead us anywhere. So instead of analyzing our feeling and pitying ourselves, we should devote that time to meditation. Yes.
So I've got quite complicated. I don't know how to express myself, but I will try because English is not my mother tongue. But if one finds oneself in a worthy relationship, and one is and it's quite a complicated involvement, and it's much at stake, and one is fearing, have a great fear of it might be at the end of a karmic cycle, or and one still has the desire that this should not be a kind of break-off point. Is that still the attachment, seeing as before when I've been faced with things like that, had very easy to cut off. Circumstances in life has sort of fostered me to be able to do things like that, or maybe that was only grace, I don't know. Or if the grace is there or not, I don't know. But it seems like there has not been done a decision in the matter. And so I'm torn about in between two things, and I can't make up a decision because it's not on my behalf to do that. So in the meditation, it's all right, but sometimes it's disturbing me.
You see, in these domestic problems, especially matrimonial and with the relationship with the wife, one has to make one's own decision. No matter how much advice to seek, nobody will be able to understand your position and your circumstances. And nobody can sit to give advice on a marriage. It's such a delicate matter. So you have to take your own decision, whatever it suits you. In the light of Sant Mat's teaching, you see. Because the relationship is such that the outsider can never understand the problem of a married couple. They can never understand. Everybody's individual problems.
But what I wanted to know is that sometimes I feel like I wanted to just cut it off, and next time there is a desire
Is that still an attachment, or is it a signal that the whole thing is not over yet?
There are so many reasons: attachments, obligations, responsibilities, necessities. I mean, there are so many factors one has to weigh.
Yeah.
But you have to decide. Yes.
Master, is there a way to tell the difference between the physical pain of posture and meditation versus the pain of drawing up the energy?
You see, this is both. Physical pain is also there because we're not used to sit in that posture for a very long time. But we should not try to force a particular posture if it is becoming inconvenient to us. We can change it. There's no problem at all.
You don't change your concentration.
No. Concentration is not such a thing which is changed by physical posture. Concentration is always of the mind. Nothing to do with the physical posture. You may sit in any posture. You can concentrate. Because concentration is concerned with the mind, not with the body. This is only explained to us that when we sit, we do feel some sort of inconvenience in the body. And too much changing naturally distracts our attention. But concentration, if you give time to meditation in the morning, it even stays with you for the whole day in your daily work, daily activity. You're always sharp and to the point to understand the thing, you see, because you are the habit of concentrating. Concentrating, this creates a habit of concentration. That by changing posture, you don't lose your concentration.
Can it be said then that an intense pain plays no part in meditation?
No. It's not essential that you have to have that intense pain. It's not essential. Withdrawal is essential, not the pain. Yes.
At home, when I have to give satsang, I'm always very nervous before I have to speak. And I always ask the master to help me.
Well, I can understand your problem. I go through the same every day.
I just wanted to know, do you hear my plea? I just wanted to know if you hear my plea when I ask you, do you help me?
The Lord helps everyone. In my life, I've been a very shy speaker. And even now, except the Santma's teaching, I hardly address any other type of gathering. It is a habit. But His grace is there. We should try to do our best. Yes.
Master, in beholding your physical darshan, is it help to beyond karma?
Help to clear karmas? You see, mere darshan doesn't clear karma. The intention, the faith with which you look at the Master, that helps you to build your meditation. The faith, the intensity of love, which provokes you, pulls you to look at the Master, that helps you.
Well, I've been told that like a darshan, a moment's darshan of masters will wipe away like 21 lives. Is
But
that inner darshan?
that also inner darshan, but darshan of what intensity? Darshan doesn't mean to look at the Master. Just to mere look at the Master is not a darshan. Helpless of a disciple, he cannot help but looking at him, thinking him to be God. That is darshan. Believing in him, thinking him to be God. And just mere looking at a person doesn't make any problem at all. Guru Nanak says, if you look at your Master with a faith that he is God, which is very difficult for us being a human flesh to put that faith in anybody, no matter how intellectually we may convince ourselves. That darshan washes your all karma. That is what he has written somewhere. But it is impossible, being in the flesh, to look at another flesh and take it him as a god. Intellectually we may be convinced, but the faith which comes from within the heart, it doesn't accept this thing at all. But it helps us to attend to our meditation, to do better dhyan, to hold our attention within, and strengthens our faith, our love, which is very helpful for meditation. Yes?
It may sound like a silly question, but I hope it isn't. Through this week, we've been told that we don't have any choice of coming here and that we've been brought here. So the question is, why are we here?
What is the difference in what your question and answer? We have no choice but to be here. But why he has sent us? That's what you want to know? Let us go and ask the Lord why he has sent us. We have to reach to his level to know why the purpose of creation and why we are separated and why we are a part of creation, not remain part of him.
I didn't mean why we are here in this world. I mean why we are here at Dera. Why we have been brought to Dera.
You know best why you have come.
No, I have no choice. I've been brought here. We've been told that we've been brought here.
But what circumstances led you to come here? You can analyze yourself. That brought you here. Whatever pull may be from within, but outside, what circumstances led you to be here, you know, understand very well.
Okay, thank you.
I think invitation letter of Master Sondi brought you here. Yes.
Why is it that we only seek the Lord when we're in pain and suffering? How come when we're having a good time and we're happy, we don't look for God?
That is the pity. That is the pity. If we look God even in our good days, we won't have any suffering at all. We only think of him when we are in trouble. We never think about him when we have no trouble, no worry, no anxiety. So we love him, not out of love, but out of fear. To escape from the worldly pains. So we think we have to love him. Otherwise, just for the sake of love, nobody loves him. That is why they say that basis of religion is love, not fear. We have to worship him in order to become him, not to escape from the worldly worries and miseries and all that, and not to achieve worldly ambitions, fulfill our desire. That should not be object of our worshipping him. But either we worship him to fulfill our desires or out of fear. He may deprive us all what we have. Or when we are absolutely in a soup, then we think about him. We hardly think about him out of love for him. Yes?
I was wondering, last night Professor Bhaknatha said that it's very hard to meditate, to hold the concentration for 5 minutes. And as long as we sit, in meditation for 2.5 hours, in total darkness, don't see anything or don't hear anything, but as long as we show up, are we paying off karma?
Sister, I have discussed this point so many times. When a child takes a birth, he has to pass through so many phases before he learns to walk and run. And all those phases through which the child has passed is very essential for him to run. He cannot escape all that and just start running after birth. So similarly, a disciple, a seeker, has to pass through so many phases before he achieves his object within. And those all phases are very, very essential for him to go through. So any time we give to meditation, any time we even attend meetings, anything which takes our attention towards the Father helps us to achieve that. It helps us to build that atmosphere in which we have to build our meditation.
Oh, we're so burdened with karmas, from so many eons of birth and death. And that's what our prime purpose is on the Sangha.
Any time we give to meditation is to our credit. Any literature, Santmat we read, any meeting we attend, any discussion we hold, which fills us with love and its devotion, helps us in the long way. Yes?
If there is a person that hasn't seen the physical form of the master, but he has had a faint flash of his radiant form, is that sufficient to do jhana? Or if you see the master in a dream or something like that?
Is that what?
Sufficient
What
to
is,
do jhana. To do jhana. I know we told not to do jhana on football.
you see, you have not followed my point of dhyan. To begin with, we keep our attention here at the eye center in the darkness in order to hold our attention there. But after that, definitely we will see light, and so much so that we see the radiant form of the Master within, even without seeing him outside physically. And that is real dhyan. That is real dhyan. This is just to hold the attention. And that is to merge in him, become him. This is to hold the attention. Because mind, both faculties have to be occupied. Faculty to think and faculty to visualize. Unless the both faculties are occupied, we don't stay here. Mind runs out. So we need the dhyan of the Master. But real dhyan will come when we see him within. Then we start becoming him, becoming part of him. As Christ said, you have come unto me and I have come unto you. That is becoming the Christ. Merging your identity in the Master, becoming him. That is real dhyan. That is real love.
What I meant was that if somebody hasn't seen the physical master, he's advised to not do jhana. But in his meditation, if he has a flash of the radiant form of the master, even just for a second,
You can do it. There's no problem.
He can use that radiant
Yes.
form to visualize.
Yes, you can use it. The question is only that we shouldn't try to do dhyan of a picture. Then people try to do dhyan on pictures, you see. And then we just see the picture, not the form of the Master. That's the lifeless thing. So that is why we are told, you see. If we are fortunate enough to see him within, and we know what he looks like, there's no harm in thinking even about that event and do similar. Yes.
Why are we sometimes both attracted to go in and yet afraid to go through the door?
Why?
Why are we sometimes very attracted to go in and yet afraid to go through the door? Why
You
are we
see,
afraid to go in?
naturally pull is there towards the Father, so we are always attracted to go to him. And then fear of something of unknown, what we may meet, always makes a little scared. Fear of unknown. Even in the world you go anywhere where you don't know anybody at all. Some sort of fear is always there. Going to the unknown people, unknown country, unknown land. So that is also there sometime within. We're a little conscious of that, of something which is not known to us. So we're a little scared about it sometimes. Nothing to worry about. That is why you see that we make progress slowly and slowly. It's not a sudden thing comes to you, then you will get so frightened, you may not like to even to look at it. You'll at once get scared. So we get used to seeing flashes, then it stays, it spreads. You see, it holds, it shimmers. You see, so many, slowly and slowly we get used to, and it gives us bliss and feeling, and we look forward to. So we go on doing it. If suddenly something comes to you, you may get so even scared and frightened.
Master,
Yes.
what about astral travel? When you can reach, your pull up your consciousness to your third eye.
Pardon?
Astral travel, when you can leave your body.
Yes.
And you can, like, be in the room and see your body laying, or sitting.
Yes.
But you're out of it. You're out of your body, but you can see your body sitting there. Is that
Yes.
okay to do?
You see, it does happen. With the disciple, when he sits in meditation, when you withdraw from your body, you feel somebody sitting in meditation and you are something different. Even in your daily activities, you are moving about and mixing with people and all that, you will feel watching yourself doing something. You find something split personality in yourself. You are watching yourself meeting to your wife, meeting to your children, and doing all that, and you are watching yourself what you are doing. This is, you see, when the soul is soaring upward and trying to leave the body, and tendency is upward. It happens.
Is it okay?
There's no harm in it.
What about those kind of experiences with stars?
Experience of?
Experiences of feeling like being taken off the stars.
Taken up to stars?
Yes, having an identification with an energy that's a star.
Well, we have, in the initial stages, we have so many types of experiences. But they just fade out slowly and slowly. Yes.
Several very close talking to others at home. We feel that the only time we're really happy when we're talking about the master or thinking about the master or in public. The rest of our life really seems to be drudgery. It's very unpleasant. And the point ever comes in our progress that life is at least pleasant, that we can just kind of accept it and find it as pleasant. Even if it's a good day, it's still not very pleasant. Thinking about master consciousness.
Sister, whatever atmosphere you built in that meeting, in that talking, in that conversation of happiness or bliss, as you say, that should help you to go through the drudgery of life all day. That can definitely help us to go through the whole day.
But it will continue to be drudgery.
As you say, the other type of life looks drudgery. Then this type of atmosphere can help you to go through all that. Yes.
I just wanted to thank you for all this wisdom. You've given us so much grace and love and mercy.
Oh, you're most welcome. Most welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
When a person is in love with natural or with another human being, they tend to have a feeling in the heart area around the chest, like a pull. And I want to know, when you begin to really fall in love with the master, do you get that kind of pull in the middle of your forehead? Do you get a pull from meditation, like a sensation that you want to go and sit and you're feeling it there?
Well, sister, love is same. An expression of love, an emotion of love, the feeling of love is also by the same organs. You see, as I often said, love when emotions, it raises us upward. When passion, it pulls us down. But that feeling of love is by the same part of the body. It is not that love for the Lord is here and love for the world is here. You see, whatever the part of the body feels the emotions, it will be the same. Whether it is towards the father, whether it is towards somebody else. Yes. Pardon? Interconsciousness? Attaining consciousness? Attentive means concentration of the mind. It just has to be here. That is attentive. We have to be attentive to our own self. You see, our self is spread into the whole creation through the 9 apertures. Our self has become slave of the senses, victim of the senses. So we have to withdraw that self from those senses and keep it here, attentive here. That is attentive self-consciousness.
And attentive self-consciousness then, does this attend to consciousness of inner master within? When inner master is released, then one then becomes conscious awareness.
We become aware of the master within, definitely. When we sit in meditation, whether we see him or not, we are always aware of the master within us, near us. If we are little attentive in our meditation, we have little concentration in our meditation, we always become aware the presence of the master with us. And that awareness gives us this feeling of bliss and peace and happiness.
Yeah. At the time of death, and being a disciple of a perfect saint, is he with us when we die? As long as we try on the path, maybe we're not very good disciples, but as long as we keep trying, at the time of death, will we be there?
Sister, I can only refer to what Christ said in the New Testament. Somebody asked Christ whom you are going to raise at the last day. He says, those people who fulfill 2 conditions. First thing, who believe in me. Who see me, first thing, then who believe in me. See me, they are living while I am living. And they have been put on path by me. And believe in me, believe in my living, believe in my teaching. Believe that I am the Son of the Father. And I have come to lead them back to the level of the Father. They have that much faith in me. And they live my teaching. He said, them I will raise at the last day. So if we fulfill these 2 conditions, there is no reason why should not we be raised at the last day.
So there should be no fear of death.
Actually, we should not fear death at all. Even if we fear, we don't scare it away. Meditation is nothing else but a rehearsal to die daily. In death, we just withdraw from the sole of our feet and withdraw upward. And when we come here, the soul leaves the body. And that is what we are doing every day in the time of meditation. We are trying to die daily. So it's a rehearsal to die daily, a thing which we have done so much rehearsal whole of our life. Why should there be fear of the outcome of that?
Well, that's not because Margaret said that cow, close to Jesus, very painful.
If we don't attend to meditation. His only point was that we should attend to meditation if we want to escape all that. In order to discipline the child, so many threats are given. I wonder if they are ever executed. So saints use so many ways and means to keep us straight on the path. If you read Kabir, you get so frightened and scared. I wonder if anybody can even think about the Lord. Or can anybody escape from this world? if you read Kabir. He so much frightens us. But there's a reason for that. He was in Banaras. It's a place of absolutely orthodox Brahmins, orthodox religious people of the organized religion, you see, orthodox priests. So they had scared people, and they have put people to rituals and ceremonies and exploited them in all 101 ways. Even now they are doing the same thing. Not much change has come even from the right time of Kabir even today. Unless he shakes them right from the roots, they will not hear him. So he just shook them from the roots before he could reach them and give them the teaching. So it depends whom you are teaching.
That's why in the Bible it says, fear the Lord.
So many ways saints have used so many means to put us on the path and to keep us straight. They pull us with love, they frighten us also sometimes. They scold us also. They shake us also. But ultimately they object us to take us back to the Father. Sometimes you see a shepherd. If any sheep goes astray from the fold, what he does? He shouts. He whistles, he shouts. He abuses the sheep. He asks the dog to chase the sheep. If still the sheep doesn't hear, he himself goes, picks the sheep and brings it back to the fold. Because he loves the sheep. His only object is that sheep should remain in the fold, along with the others. And that is what sometimes masters have to do. Yes.
If one has a keen desire to sit twice a day in meditation for, say, 2 hours or something like that, can that be harmful? Somebody says it's not good. It's like pushing the mind too hard and the mind reacts. But I have built up a routine like that before, and I feel very much at ease with that.
You can sit even 3 times a day. There's no problem. No problem.
Then there is a risk that I could that involve neglection in the material.
You see, we have to carry on even our worldly activities along with us. We have not to shut ourselves from the worldly activities and just close ourselves in a room and attend to meditation. That will give you suppression. We have to attend to our daily routine. As a father, we have to play our part. As a husband, we have to play our part. As a citizen, we have to play our part. As a brother and sister, member of a society, we have certain parts to play, certain obligation to discharge. Doing all that, we have to attend to our meditation.
Yeah, but I mean, if before the daily activity starts, one sits.
Yes,
and after the daily activities is finished.
Yes, you can sit in the morning and evening, even at noon, even there's no problem. Yes.
And it said that God realization only comes after self-realization. If that's true, can you tell us what we first have to realize about ourselves?
Self means releasing our soul from the clutches of the mind, splitting the soul from the mind, removing all the wrappings from the soul, to make the soul shine, to make the soul whole, to take it beyond the realm of mind and Maya. That is self-realization. Naturally, it is essential before you can become one with the God. Needle is always attracted towards the magnet, but if there is a weight, it's helpless. So it is essential for the needle to be pulled by taking the weight. Taking the weight from the needle is self-realization. When it goes and joins the magnet, it is a God realization.
Doctor, you said that one shouldn't go back to sleep after meditating.
Generally, it is advisable not to do it. But if you sometimes you sleep, there is no harm in it.
What if you meditate at night, then go to sleep?
No, you don't follow my point. You can attend to meditation at night and sleep, you will at least have better dreams, good dreams. At least not bad dreams, no nightmares. But in the morning when we sit, give our time, proper time to meditation, it's better to keep that atmosphere of bliss and peace which we have built in meditation for our daily activities. It doesn't mean if you sit in meditation at night, you don't have to sleep. That's not my point. But even morning, sometimes we are overpowered by sleep after meditation. There's no harm in it. You don't lose anything. You only lose that atmosphere which you built. But whatever meditation you have done, that has already been credited to your account. That is not taken away from you. You see, to begin with, you may not push it in, but you can just keep, very softly over the whole. Don't push it in. It only makes you conscious of the right side. Nothing else. Fingers doesn't do anything. Neither your ear will do anything. Because sound is here at the eye center.
Yes, so why it's not necessary.
It is only, we are explained so that we become little conscious of the right side. Nothing else.
So if you're doing the thing,
It's okay. You can keep attention at the eye center and you can be in touch with the sounds.
Am I right in saying that the great master said that one glance from the master is worth 100 years of meditation? Have I got it right?
No, this is not by the great master. He only translated Maulana Rum.
Oh, I see.
Yes. He said, one Hamnashini Sahite, company of a mistake with a saint for some time is much better than 100 years meditation. The idea is that what type of meditation, then rituals, ceremonies, he is comparing to that, not the proper meditation. He is comparing the worldly meditation where people think by rituals and ceremony, by austerity, they are meditating.
Oh, I see. Yes.
He is comparing to that. The company of the mystics are much better than doing all that, even for 100 years.
He's referring to the rites and rituals.
Yes, rites and rituals. Yeah.
Maharaj, when sitting and falling asleep and having dreams, are those dreams karmic dreams or are they?
They're just dreams are dreams. There's no question of karmic
But
dreams.
it's different when when I sit and fall asleep as opposed to my.
Whatever it is, dreams are just dreams. Pleasant dreams are pleasant dreams. That's all. There are no karmic dreams.